Okay, students, I'm continuing here. I need to write down point. Consider there is a magnetic field directed perpendicular to the plane of the boat. Magnetic field directed perpendicular into the plane of the boat. Now, I consider one conductor like this. The magnetic P, Q, O. B, O. This is the current. Let I is the current in this conductor. P to O, next one O to Q. So, what is the force acting on this conductor? Here, the force acting on the conductor already we know it is independent of the shape of the conductor, depends only on the shortest distance, the perpendicular distance between endpoints. Here, what are the endpoints of this conductor? P, comma Q are the endpoints of this conductor. P, comma Q are these endpoints. Now, what is the perpendicular distance P and Q points? Now, I am showing here the dotted lines. The dotted lines, the length of these dotted lines. This dotted line length is the perpendicular distance between P and Q points. And also, instead of this POQ, we can consider this dotted line as a conductor carrying current I amperes from P to Q. We can also consider like that. Now, listen. I'm dividing this into equal parts. Let theta. Theta is the angle between these two P1 and OQ parts. Now, divide that angle into two parts. Theta by 2. This is theta by 2. Theta by 2. Theta by 2 theta. Okay. Now from this we can say this dotted line, this horizontal dotted line is nothing but a perpendicular bisector, perpendicular angular bisector. That's why it is dividing this angle into two parts. That theta is the angle between P1 and OQ parts. Now this perpendicular bisector dotted line here, this one horizontal one, dividing the angle into two equal parts, theta by 2 theta by 2. Now from this triangle, now we can write. Come on. Let this length is PO length is L. This length is L. Okay. Now this length. No, this is right angle triangle. The angle is 90 degrees. Now this length how much? Theta by 2. This side is opposite side. This one. So this is L sin theta by 2. This length, this half part length. L sin theta by 2. So the opposite side always sin. Adjacent side of theta cos. We can get cos. Here this length L sin theta by 2. This length L sin theta by 2. Therefore, the distance between P and Q points, how much? Distance between P and Q points, how much? 2L sin theta by 2. 2L sin theta by 2. Therefore, force on the conductor F is equal to BI into perpendicular distance between P and Q points, 2L sin theta by 2. Therefore, from that we can write BI L sin theta by 2BIL sin theta by 2. This is the force on a conductor. In this case, 2BI L sin theta by 2. Maybe they will ask this problem differently. What is that? If you see here, magnetic field is there. The magnetic field is directed perpendicular to the plane of the boat. The strength of the magnetic field let it be capital B. A wire of length capital is bent at its midpoint into two equal parts. The two equal parts PO. A wire of length L is bent at its midpoint into two equal parts. The two equal parts are and into the shape at midpoint into the shape. No, the two equal parts are making an angle theta with each other. These are making an angle theta with each other. Now, what is the force acting on the conductor if it carries current I amperes? This is the actual question. Now, it is the same. This one same. But total length of POQ how much? L. POQ L. But actual POQ is a straight conductor. O is the midpoint. Now at the midpoint, that was bent into V shape. P bent into V shape. Now the angle between P and OQ how much is given? Now he is asking what is the force acting on this conductor. It is the same as similar. These two are similar, but here PO I took L, OQ took L. But here PO length how much? L by 2. Total length of POQ is L, but PO is half of that POQ. That's why the PO length L by 2, OQ length also L by 2, L by 2. Therefore, similarly as usual like this, PQ. Now force on POQ conductor means nothing but force on the dotted lines, and we need to consider this dotted lines as a conductor PQ. Now what is the length of this dotted line? How much? Note. Pencil perpendicular bisector. This angle how much? Theta by 2. This angle how much? Theta by 2. Now this is L by 2. This length L by 2 sin theta by 2. This length L by 2 sin theta by 2. Therefore, total length of PO how much? Force on force on PQ BI. Force on PQ F is equal to BI L by 2 sin theta by 2 plus L by 2 sin theta by 2. Total length of PQ conductor. L by 2 sin theta by 2 plus L by 2 sin theta by 2. Now from that we can write L by 2 sin theta by 2, L by 2 sin theta by 2, L sin theta by 2. Therefore, BAL sin theta by 2 is the force. If force on POQ is nothing but force on PQ straight conductor. Then instead of dotted lines, if we consider straight conductor, between P and Q points, what is the length of that straight conductor? L by 2 sin theta by 2 plus L by 2 sin theta. Now current is also from P to Q via O here. But if you consider straight conductor, the current is flowing from P to Q. VIL sin theta. If the two cases are similar, but here LL, but a conductor of length L was bent at its midpoint to V shape. O is midpoint, OP L by 2, OK L by 2. If L is the total length of the conductor. Okay, students, there is a small difference between these two. Next, this is a magnetic field. This is a magnetic field which is perpendicular to the plane of the boat. The strength of the magnetic field will be capital P. Now, there is a conductor. You consider a conductor of length L, mass M, carrying current I amperes as shown in figure. If the conductor is in equilibrium, is in equilibrium means if the net force on the conductor is 0, or otherwise if the conductor floats in the air, what is the condition? Body or one body is in equilibrium means net force how much? What is the net force? 0. while you are going to calculate net force, minimum at least two forces. Then there is need of two forces that should act on that. The two forces may be act on that body. Now, what are the forces acts on this body? First, one force, magnetic force. From Fleming's left hand rule, we can say the magnetic field is perpendicular to the plane of the board. Now, this is the direction of current. Now, force is upwards. And here, the magnetic force on the conductor is upwards. If there is only magnetic force, then the conductor is not in equilibrium. If there is a force on a body, the body must accelerates. There must be acceleration. If the body accelerates, then we can't say the body is in equilibrium. If the body moves with constant velocity, otherwise if the body is at rest, then we can say the body is in equilibrium. But if you see here, there is a magnetic force. What is that magnetic force? BIL upwards. But the case is equilibrium. If it is in equilibrium, means one force is there. Already we calculate one force. That is magnetic force. Another force. If M is the mass of this mass of that wire, no weight of that wire acts vertically downwards. Let me gravitational force Fg. Vertical downwards. What is that value? Mg. Here there are two forces on this conductor. One is magnetic force, another one is gravitational force. There are two forces in opposite directions along the same line. Therefore, if the conductor is in equilibrium, the two forces will cancel each other. Otherwise, the two forces, the magnitude of the two forces is equal. Magnitudes are equal. Therefore, magnetic force Fm is equal to Fg. We need to do some problems. PL is equal to fourth case. Actually, there is inclined plane. This is the inclined plane. There is a conductor of length is L, single conductor or wire of length L. E is on the plane of the conductor. So plane surface of the inclined plane, carrying current I amperes. Let M is the mass of this wire or conductor. Now, if the magnetic field is applied, in this case one, if the magnetic field capital B is applied on the conductor, perpendicular to surface of inclined plane. Perpendicular to surface of inclined plane. Okay, so here there is a magnetic field perpendicular to the surface of inclined plane. Now, what is the condition? Let theta is the angle of inclination. If M is the mass, there are forces. If M is the mass, weight of the M is the mass of the wire. Its weight mg acts always vertically downwards. Mg. If this is theta, this is also theta. Now, if you resolve mg into components, this is mg cos theta, this is mg sin theta. Mg sin. If the mg sin theta always parallel to the inclined surface, like this. This is inclined surface. There is a conductor like this. Okay. Now the mg acts vertically downwards. If we resolve mg into components, now mg sin theta parallel to the inclined surface, mg cos theta perpendicular to the inclined surface. Now here we are applying the magnetic field perpendicular to the inclined surface. Perpendicular to inclined surface, we are applying magnetic field. Now consider this is inclined surface. Now we are applying magnetic field perpendicular to inclined surface like this. See the diagram clearly. Now the force on the conductor is, force on the conductor due to magnetic field. Magnetic field perpendicular to the surface of inclined plane like this. Now this is the forefinger is showing the direction of the magnetic field. Middle finger is showing the direction of the current. Thumb shows the direction of the magnetic force. Now what is the direction of the magnetic force? If you see clearly, the magnetic force is parallel to the inclined surface E side. Direction of magnetic force. Direction of magnetic force. Now, if the conductor is in equilibrium, if the wire or conductor is in equilibrium, condition is in equilibrium means is in equilibrium along the surface. Maybe it will slide downside, but if slide downside with constant velocity, or otherwise if it is maybe at rest on the inclined surface. If it may be at rest on the inclined surface, how many forces are there on the conductor on the inclined, parallel to inclined surface? There are two forces. One is mg sin theta downwards, the other one is magnetic force, that is BIL. Magnetic force BIL. If the wire is in equilibrium, now what is the case? F magnetic force is equal to mg sin theta. Magnetic force, BIL. BL is in this. Let's see once again, see clearly. Here, the magnetic field is applied perpendicular to the surface, perpendicular to the inclined surface, like this, perpendicular to inclined surface. Okay, this is the conductor. So the magnetic force upwards along the surface. What is that magnetic force? BAL. This theta tagobeda. Yakandre why you should not take theta? Here magnetic field is perpendicular to length of conductor. That's why maximum amount of force acts on the conductor. That force is how much? BI. It is a case B. If B is perpendicularly downwards, B is applied perpendicularly downwards. Now in the continuation for that, if B is perpendicularly downwards, this is inclined plane. Now the there is a conductor and the inclined plane like this. Let I is the current in this conductor. So if M is the mass, L is the length. Now weight of this conductor acts vertically downwards, mg. If theta is the angle of inclination, resolve mg to components. If this is theta, this is also theta. In this direction, mg cos theta direction, the plane parallel to inclined plane, What is the force? Mg sine. Now here magnetic field is applying perpendicular downwards on the conductor. Perpendicular downwards means this is the conductor. In previous case we applied magnetic field like this, but we are applying magnetic field downwards, perpendicular downwards like this. See clearly, this is the inclined plane. Now we are applying magnetic field perpendicular downwards like this. In previous case, this is the diagram. This is the magnetic field perpendicular to the inclined surface. But here, the magnetic field is applying perpendicular downwards. The force, see thumb is not parallel to surface. See clearly, thumb is not parallel to surface. This shows the direction of the current. No, magnetic field perpendicular downwards. Thumb is not along the surface. The magnetic force is the current. The magnetic force acts like this. Fm is equal to A. Okay. Now, if you resolve this into components, if this is theta, this is also theta. This is also will become theta. Now if you resolve Fm into components, along this direction, Fm cos theta, along mg sin theta, mg cos the direction, Fm sin theta. So see one time clearly, the magnetic force is like this. The magnetic force is like this. Conductor, the assume conductor like this, inclined plane. Magnetic force, magnetic field downwards. Force is like this. If this is theta, this is also we can take as theta. Now if you resolve Fm into components, then Fm cos theta along the inclined surface but upwards, Fm sin theta perpendicular to the inclined surface means along mg cos theta. But if the wire is in equilibrium, along the inclined surface, what is the condition? Fm sin theta is equal to Fm cos theta is equal to, the two forces must be equal and opposite. Fm cos theta is equal to mg sin theta. Fm is how much? BAL cos theta is equal to mg sin theta. This is the condition. There is a difference between these two cases. Once again, see this. Here, Fm sin theta, mg cos theta perpendicular downwards like this. Perpendicularly downwards. This is the direction of magnetic field also. Okay. Tomorrow we will continue the class.